Hi guys, welcome back for another one. I'm Mr. Free to Play. That is right, I'm a free to play player and I give free to play player advice, tips, tricks, and other things. In this video, we are doing a day 600-ish roster review of a 100% free to play account, specifically my 100% free to play account with my good friend and fellow content creator, Paulo P13. Now, this roster review was a long one, so I broke it down into 6 parts. So in case you wanted to catch the whole thing but didn't have the time to dedicate all in one sitting, you could stop at any part and resume when you have time. Now if you plan on watching all 6 parts back to back, well, you're in for a treat, so grab some popcorn. I have removed all mid-roll ads from these videos, so you will only get an ad when the video starts. Other than that, there are no videos. You are welcome. So without further ado, sit back, relax, and let's get into it. Alright guys, so we are here with Paulo P13. You want to tell the players what kind of like a player you are, like in the realm of like free to play to Kraken?
I am a broke player on that end of the spectrum. I don't count as free to play. Over 2 years of the account, I spent probably $30-40 of my own money. But because I do stream and I do videos, I've had donations where people have actually donated for me to get certain offers. So I've gotten quite a few character offers through that, probably 5-6 character offers. But I do everything I can to be as low cost as possible, but I'm not free to play.
If anyone wants to go check you out, where can they go check you out at?
Well, I'm on both YouTube and Twitch. So if you want to see me on YouTube, just youtube.com/c/MSF Paulo P13. And on Twitch, twitch.tv/MSF Paulo P13.
All right, awesome. All right, so today, guys, we are here with my roster review. Now, our original plan was to do this on day 600 of my roster, but unfortunately, because of circumstances that happened to me over the past month or so, we were unable to do it on day 600, but we are here now on day 600-ish and to do a roster review with Paulo P13. He's never been featured on my channel before. I've mentioned him, but he's never been featured. I've been featured on his channel a couple of times. We did a series called Two Sides. Unfortunately, I think that's pretty much stopped since I've had to go away. But we did have some pretty good fun on there. And I know one of the things I really enjoy about Paulo P13, even though he's not really a dolphin light spender, usually by donations, he's very open-minded to the free-to-play aspect of the game. Because I know, like when we did the one episode with Sen Raven, and I started top teams to invest in, and I started throwing mine out there. It was like a shock moment, but you were able to like bring it back to reality. And like, yeah, I can see where that makes sense. So, like, you have a very open mind to the free-to-play player base, which is something I truly appreciate because sometimes I get roasted in my comments. So that's where that is. So Paulo P13 is going to go through, give me some advice on my roster, where he sees gaps, or just overall, we're just going to have fun with it and see what comes out, and that's where we're going to be. So to start, Paulo asked me like to kind of go over where I'm currently at in the game. So currently, I have pretty much completed everything in the game. I've beaten all challenges. Currently running through Dark Dimension 3. I'm on the global nodes right now, currently, node 7. So, yeah.
Oh, have fun.
Yes. I just started that, I think, like 3 or 4 days ago. So that's where I'm at. My current objective is that I am struggling in the very last node on Doom War. I some reason node 9 to farm Negasonic every day. I'm struggling. So my current project right now is, she's kind of hidden. Make sure I screen. Is right now I'm currently leveling up Black Widow. I'm hoping that's the last character I need to do to go in and clear 7 or 3-star Doom War. Yeah, so you guys can see right here, Doom War, I'm just got the 1-star. If I hit fight, I'll show you the current team that I'm trying to use.
That's exactly what I was going to ask. All right.
And so that's the current team I'm going and trying to clear it. Like I said, I was able to 1-star it with this team so far. Just need some luck because I believe Shield Security went down and then someone else went down my last run.
Very ironically, the video I was recording right before I got on here was how to 3-star Doom War 1-9. So you are actually in luck with that. Right. The team that I used was smaller than yours.
Oh, cool. What was it?
Um, what I used was I dropped Shield Security and your Black Widow for Hulk and Invisible Woman,
Okay.
but I'm not so sure the strength on your Invisible Woman looks pretty small. But you
Yes.
with yours is over 20k bigger than I did it actually originally at 260k with that team.
Oh,
So
wow.
if you were to drop Shield Security for Hulk, I think that alone could make a big difference. This is on the assumption. I'm assuming Thor is one of your biggest guys on that team.
Yes, actually, it was one of the smallest. I just recently invested in him. He was the first one I invested in because what happened was, let me get back here, is I was able to clear this node with my original traditional Fury Shield team,
Right.
but they weren't good enough to clear this one. So I worked on Thor, ranked Thor up, and then I was able, just by replacing somebody with Thor, I can't remember which Shield person I replaced. Oh, and I had Captain America too. I was able to clear this one 3 stars, but then I couldn't do this one. So then I started working on Black Widow to get rid of or I had Quake. I was using Quake, so I got rid of Quake for Black Widow, and was able to 1 star this. Obviously, today I'm going to invest more in Black Widow, and then if I can't 3 star it, then I'm going to have to go to someone else, which I was leaning towards Hawk because I'm trying to, if I go back to this screen real quick, I'm trying to invest as little as possible in characters, which is my whole entire gimmick, you know what I mean? Like, invest as
Right.
little as possible. So, Hawk already being level 50, I was like, well, if I can just replace Shield Security with Hawk, maybe it's enough to tank and clear. Because that's the problem. I
Yes.
wasn't able to tank enough. And
Yeah.
we're Invisible Woman, try to go straight so everyone else can see. It's a lot bigger investment, but I know, like, if you guys need tips for this node, yes, you can do it a lot lower CP if you have Invisible Woman.
Yeah. The trick with Invisible Woman, what the way that it was working there was I would be able to get the defense ups and the taunts from Captain America, and then put a taunt on Hulk. And when one of them dropped too low, I would immediately use Invisible Woman special. But the big difference I've noticed in between using that team between 1 stars, 2 stars, and 3 stars is how you use Thor. The big important thing I've noticed: do not use Thor's special on that node. There
Oh,
are way too many people that dodge,
okay.
and it does nothing. So find the people that you need to go down and use his basic.
Okay, that's a good tip. I was definitely using a special yesterday.
Yeah, I noticed it because I 3 started the first 3 times I tried, and then when I was recording, I'm like, something's going wrong here. So let me take another look. And the moment I went back to using the basic, it sped it up a lot. Another thing is I do try with that first wave. There was Kree Noble, a couple of Kree Cyborgs, and a Kree Royal Guard. I do everything I can to take the Kree Noble down as fast as possible, and then
Okay.
I spread out the damage as evenly as possible, or something like that. It was you're trying to spread out the damage in order
Yeah.
to keep yourself in a good position.
Yeah.
The Krees might have been the wrong teams, but there was you take out someone that did heavy damage and you spread out the damage in order just to control what you're going against. You don't want them to drop when you're not ready.
Hand characters.
Hand, that was the one. It was
Yeah.
hand, but you don't want the waves to drop at bad time. So you want to control what abilities you have to go into the next wave.
Yeah, I was on cruise control for like the first and second wave. It was a third wave with 2 Winter Soldiers, or
Yeah.
and 2 Psylocks. Yeah, 2 Psylocks that just started taking my characters out. Took 2 of them out.
Mhm.
So that's where like I was able to like get through, and then that's where it all fell apart.
Yeah, that definitely happens. The trick I've noticed, the crossbones does like no damage on that wave, so don't even worry about the crossbones. Just leave them for the end.
Okay.
You just want to have it in a position where the Winter Soldiers are hitting into people that are in a pretty good shape. So if your Hulk is below half health, you don't want to be taunting when
Yeah.
you get that wave to drop because Winter Soldier hits really hard. But if it's, for instance, the end of the hand wave, you can taunt with the Hulk because he'll heal himself up a bit. So there's just a bit of balance of when you use the taunts and what abilities you have used going into the next waves.
All right. Cool. Well, I have you here. Let me get your opinion on something. I just thought it crossed my mind, and I thought about trying it today. So I thought about dropping Shield Security and then moving guys
Right.
around, but then putting Shield Trooper, which you can see he's pretty jacked, and putting him behind Captain America and trying to get some free shots off every time Captain America gets hit. What do you think about that? Do you think it had some success with that or no?
At 80k power, you very well could. That's actually my Wave One Avengers Blitz team. Is the Wave One is Captain America, Black Widow, Hawkeye, Hulk, and Shield Trooper. Shield Trooper in between Captain America and Hulk. It
Yeah.
works very well as a blitz team, so it could work, especially at 80k power. It could just be enough.
I'm gonna give it a try later today just for experimental purposes. But I just thought it crossed my mind after I tried this yesterday and got 1 star. I was like, I don't know. We'll see. All right, let's move on. With all that being said, let me show you the characters I'm currently working on farming. Currently, because I have to farm someone out of the Heroes campaign, I'm actually farming Colossus. I'm actually only spending 3 energy on him to get the daily objective done and not the full 5 farms. And then second I'm doing is Karath. 1 for the villain's objective, but 2, trying to finish off the Merc so I can 7-star the payday event or complete tier 7 of the payday event. And then and then I added Cable recently because of X-Force needed to be need for Doc Ock. So I figured, you know what, good time to start farming him. But then everyone else after that's kind of more of a luxury project at this point because I don't really have any other characters I absolutely need for content currently in the game. So Thanos is a luxury project, Science Supreme's a luxury project, Venom's a luxury project, and that's pretty much it. And that's usually my 600 plus energy I need for the Alliance a day.
All of it makes sense. Admittedly, that's what I do with Colossus every day. Is I only spend the 3 energy on him because Heroes campaign gets to a certain point where it's really dry.
Yeah.
And you don't want to spend it all. So I use 3 energy on Heroes campaign and 3 energy on villains. I don't really go heavy on that because Nexus campaign has some really good stuff. Cosmic has some great stuff. Doom War has some great stuff. So I'd rather be farming that stuff and just, okay, I'll put these little objectives here and I can afford that. Venom is a great character. He made me very happy 2 days ago because I finally got him to tier 14. The city lane you can 100% do with Symbiote Spider-Man and Carnage because I did 98% of it like that.
Yeah.
But adding Venom, I finished the second half of the final node in 1 run without any issues.
Yeah, there's my Carnage. I haven't ranked him up to gear 14 yet. I think I have everything to get him done, but I'm to the point where there's no point in doing it until I'm actually at the city nodes. So I'm fair. Yeah, so right now I've held off everybody. I have 4 characters for global currently, and I'm planning on adding a 5th because it looks like I can add a 5th now, and because I'm not going to clear it in time. And I'm stuck between, I got 2 characters. Maybe you can have opinion on this. I'm stuck between Emma Frost or Mr. Sinister. They both take the same superior, and I have the mutant gear to do it, but I'm only going to do 1 for my 5th, and I'm going to wait till the Dark Dimension 4 comes out before I make any other decisions. But I got to choose between them. Which one do you say?
Here's the issue.
Okay.
I don't have Emma Frost yet.
Okay.
I do have Mr. Sinister, and Mr. Sinister is tier 14.
Yeah.
He did do pretty well on this, even if he was probably the lowest powered character I have in Dark Dimension 3.
Okay.
So I can vouch for his use. But I also know that people are vouching that Emma Frost was game-changingly good.
Yeah, I've got that.
I don't know if Mr. Sinister was game-changing good.
Yes, I have gotten a lot of stuff in the comments about Emma Frost after the last resource management video I did, which I got a lot of pushback on. I think people misunderstood where I was going with that one. But anyways, I got a lot of comments about Emma Frost, and because I said this is possibly a trap character, but time will tell. And people are like, that's how much more proof you need? Everyone's raving about her. Well, it's not the first time everyone's raved about a character, and then a month or 3 down the line, I mean, look at Red Skull, and then they're nothing.
That is completely fair. So there is a chance Emma Frost will be the much better option.
Yeah.
But my plan was to actually bring Emma Frost straight to tier 14 until I realized I have everything but those ballistic weaves. So I can't bring her to tier 14 until I get, 32 ballistic weaves or something ridiculous
36.
like that. 36?
Yeah.
I need I think I technically need 37 because someone wanted me to try Taskmaster, so I said, sure, I can do Taskmaster because I have tons of skill. And then I'm like, I just used all my ballistic weave.
Oh, I didn't even realize he was the same one. I know he's a good skill character. There's not very many of them, but yeah.
No. So for safety purposes, maybe Mr. Sinister, but you might get a higher reward out of Emma Frost for Dark Dimension 3. But I think you really can't make a mistake. They're both good characters at the bare minimum that are going to have use for a long period of time.
Yeah, all right, cool. All right, let's keep going here. That just got me distracted with the whole entire Dark Dimension talk. All right, guys, we're moving on to our second row here. Anything that stands out?
Stands out. It looks pretty similar to my top row, well, at least starting with the Black Bolt area. So there's not much I can say against. It looks like you got pretty close on that symbiote Spider-Man there to the 6 stars.
Yeah, I knew I was gonna fall just short. Because I did the math when the last milestone. I was like, oh, just short. Like literally, if I would collected every single one possible, I still would have been 8 shards short of 6. So I'm praying he goes to the milestone orb here pretty soon. I know a lot of people were expecting after the last blog post, but nothing's still being said. So I think they're waiting for a Doom War where they're gonna make my theory, which I've said months ago, that Captain Marvel is probably going to be in a Doom War farmable character, and then that's when Symbiote Spider-Man is going to go to the Milestone Orb. That's my theory.
I don't know what they're doing with him. I just hope they do it soon.
Yes.
I got 6 stars, I think, and 1 shard extra
Oh wow.
or something, which was good because that's the one good orb drop I've ever gotten was a 6 red star symbiote Spider-Man.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I had to invest with the promotion credits.
Yeah, he is huge. So obviously, it doesn't look like there's much more you can do with him.
Yeah.
But he is one of the few characters that really you can put in any single game mode, and over time, he's just going to be getting better based on new characters coming to the game. So.
Yeah.
But it looks like you have that built up, so there's not really much to address there. You got a
All right.
Phoenix, you got Black Bolt, usual suspects.
Yeah. Next
You
line.
have okay. We got a couple of really okay. We have a couple of questions here.